Bodine 52, how are you folks? I'm stopped here, a place called Gregory, Michigan, just to kind of return a phone call, and I thought it was pretty cool here. I love small towns. Do you ride through small towns? What if here's some of your favorite places to go, and you like just getting lost and finding them? Let's check this one out. Gregory, Michigan. One of the great things about motorcycle riding, just kind of find a bunch of new places you've never been to, right? That girl right there is like, dude, it's really cold. What are you doing out riding a motorcycle? But I found this little town. It's called Gregory, Michigan. Never been here before. Come on, buddy. Not that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. So I thought I would just take us through this town, because I love old towns. What do we got here? We got a hardware, little pizza place. Wow. A fire department. I guess that's good. Water on the road. Not so good. I don't know what it is about finding small towns, but I just love it. You know, I guess it's because there's, our daily lives, we're in traffic and people all over the darn place. And I love people, don't get me wrong. Well, sometimes, not as much. I think as I get older, I've decided as I get older, I don't like people so much. I'm just kidding. Except for people that follow my channel and watch my videos, of course. I'm just kidding. It's funny. As you get older, I've decided I have to consciously think about this sometimes. I know this is a video on finding old towns, but I've decided that maybe I'm getting grumpier as I get older. I don't know. I guess I'm working on that. Not being so grumpy. You know what it is? Again, if you watch my videos on stupid things guys do or dudes do, which I'll link in the description, and actually it's right here. It's not my fault, really, because I live in Michigan. Look, there's snow on the ground. How happy can somebody be in the winter? I don't know what the temperature is out. I don't know, 45 degrees. With the wind chill, it's probably in the lower 30s. I think I should take that corner a little hotter next time. I don't know, I think I'm getting grumpier as I get older. So I'm working on it. But you folks help me, because I gotta ride my motorcycle. How can you be grumpy when you know you're going for a motorcycle ride? Or, how the heck can you be grumpy when you get home? There's just no way. It's not like, honey, how was your ride? Oh, it stunk. I hated it. It was awful. Nah, it just doesn't happen. You could be under rain and you'd be like, oh, it's great, it's awesome. So, alright, so small towns. It's funny, I've lived in a bunch of different places. I've lived in big towns. I lived out just outside of Chicago. I lived in small towns. I live in a small town in Michigan now. I lived in a small town when I was in Pennsylvania. And I like them where they're close, but not so far away that you can't get to stuff, right? We'll try not to take this corner that says 20 miles an hour, twice the speed like I did the last one. We'll be doing safety videos next time, folks. But then I'm like, man, I'm telling you what, and I'm also a hunter. If you follow my channel, you know that. I think I could live in the woods, too. And it's not that, it's not that I don't like people. Maybe that's it, really. No, I'm a pretty social guy. With my job and stuff, it puts me out and in front of a lot of people. So I love doing that, but I just love it out here. Look at this. By the way, do you see that cross on the tree? That's another topic after we get by this I don't know, what is this? Cows? What do we got going on over here? See, you don't find this in the city. Look at that. Look at that tower up there. It's got an American flag on it. America. And where do you get a sign like that? Look at that sign. You don't get that anywhere. So, by the way, I told Mrs. Bodine Oh, there's cows. Whoa. When the cows lay down, does that mean it's going to rain? Oh, no. Focus, buddy. Focus. So, small towns, right? That's what we're talking about. We were talking one day about those memorials that people put on the side of the road when people pass away. And first of all, that's awful. There's so many motorcycle accidents or car accidents that people pass away. It's awful. I went to a funeral of a guy that works with us. I went to a funeral of his 32-year-old brothers. So it really puts things in perspective. But I told her, I said, look, if I hit a tree or something and I die somewhere, don't put a memorial up for me. Who wants to be reminded of that crap? I mean, really. Yeah. But anyway, so I really think that living or riding and being out in this environment is great. Now, when I was growing up and first started my professional career, I wanted to be in the big city. I remember when they flew Mrs. Bodine and I into Chicago. And they were trying to talk us into moving from our nice little country place and move into Chicago. Never been to Chicago. It's cold in Chicago. It's a lot of people in Chicago. But hey, I was younger, right? So, we fly in. I'll never forget, we get out of the airport, and there's like these jets flying all over the place. And I think it was close to 9/11 then. And Mrs. Bodine's like, we're now moving here. Look at this. They're going to hit this. I'm like, no, relax. That's the Blue Angels or something, which it was. So we go downtown, and if you've ever been to Chicago, you can take there's a river that runs right through the city, and you can take a boat ride through there. So Mrs. Bodine and I are taking that boat ride. We're doing the whole, tourist thing, going, okay, am I going to like this? Are we going to like this? And we're on the boat, and I'm looking up at, skyscrapers. Next to New York, I mean, Chicago's it, right? And I'm like, this is awesome. Our kids are older. That's an odd place to take a nap. I want to talk about dead deer next, folks. I'm like, oh my God, look at how beautiful the city is. It's so big. And I'm like, look at all this money from a business perspective. What a great place to live. I'm like, hey, our kids are getting older. Let's just buy a condo downtown. We'll sell one of the cars. She looked at me. She's like, have you lost your mind? We are moving into the suburbs, pal. So that's what we did. But I love Chicago, but I'll tell you what, it is a busy place. And it can be a little crazy, also very expensive to live. And you start getting out in places like this, and you're just like, man, I don't know how I lived there. I mean, it's so darn populated. So we are now coming into a place called Stockridge. This is called Stockridge, Michigan. I happen to know this little small town because I lived in a town the other side of it that we'll probably run through here in a little bit. A place called Chelsea, Michigan, which is where I used to live. We moved out of there and I moved to Pittsburgh and now back, be with family. But this is Stockbridge, Michigan. And it is kind of cool. They do there's a lot of folks that ride out here. I know there's a Michigan Association Riders or something. I forgot what it was. That, a lot of folks are from out in this area. And it's just great riding out here, too. So, but these little small towns are awesome, aren't they? I love small towns. I love small towns. I love it that people are riding, too. So, we're going to go to the left. But I'm going to go straight first and show you a little bit more of Stockbridge. All right, buddy, what are you doing? Thank you. And so, speaking of small towns, Mrs. Bodine and I are upgrading our refrigerator and our dishwasher in our new house. So, me going, okay, hey, the easiest way to get one, this is the Stockbridge Shell gas station, by the way, is let's just go to Home Depot or Lowe's, pick one up, have them deliver it, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to bore you with the craziness, but I can tell you I bought one, 2 guys delivered it, and I sent the rear end back with it. I was so mad at these guys, but that's a whole different story. So yesterday we're out, and we go by a store, appliance store in Chelsea, Michigan. again, a place that this parking looks like crap. And we went into there, and we looked at things. We're like, I don't know if I like that one or not. Let's go to Lowe's. So we go to Lowe's. I leave Lowe's. I'm like, oh yeah. So we go back to that place, right? And I ended up buying it there. I'm like, hey, so what do you charge for installation? And will you move the old refrigerator out into the garage? And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. I'm like, well, what do you charge for that? I don't want to charge anything for that. The owner's going to deliver it, his son. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, why? And I'm one that preaches small towns. Look at that. The Double Deuce Diner. That'd be a cool place to get the motorcycle picture in front of. But I'm just like, I hate box stores. Why am I buying from a box store? One, I like to keep the money somewhat in town. And it's just small town, right? Pay it back, right? So, I don't know, folks. I love, like I said, living close to these small places where the houses aren't right next to each other. And I don't know. Could you live in the woods? Could you live where it's not populated as much? Do you live there now? Do you like it better? Have you lived in a really, really busy place and then, in the country somewhere where it's slowed down? The other thing I like about this little town is every summer they have like festivals and stuff down here. They actually use this area right here, this community center, and they have bikes and stuff out there. They have a bike show. You'll see bikes lined up all the way down here and all the way down this street. It's been a couple years since I've been to one, but that's it. Couple gas stations, a Hungry Howie's pizza place, and people that are happy. So let me know, folks, just a little bit things on my mind. And you get out, get lost on the motorcycle, you find new small towns, and you appreciate them. And maybe that's just because I'm getting a little bit older. I don't know. That is it, folks. Thanks for checking in on the channel. If you happen to like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't like the video, hit the thumbs down button. You don't have to. I'm kind of sensitive. It hurt my feelings, but it's okay. At the end of the day, it's okay. But if you like the channel, please subscribe. If not, that's okay. Come back and check us out when you get a free moment in your life. And appreciate you taking the time to look in. Be safe on and off the motorcycle. We'll talk to you later, folks. Bye-bye.